So the evil eye is a very real thing, and hopefully this isn't news to most of you. You guys are probably familiar with, like, the evil eye in general. You guys see the evil eye bracelets, which, by the way, these are called Nazars. But I want to talk a little bit just about like general things you can do to protect yourself from the evil eye. And a lot of times people don't realize that, there's different forms of black magic. The evil eye is probably one of the lesser versions, but it is a lot more common because people are doing it more unconsciously. It's not necessarily going to be a magical practitioner that is casting the evil eye. Of course, that does happen. We all can cast the evil eye without knowing it. But, these are just people that you're interacting with. And it's not necessarily the people that, are seeing your social media platforms or that don't really know you on a personal level. Oftentimes the evil eye does come from people that are closest to us or people that have some sort of animosity towards us. Another thing that people don't really understand is that they're focusing on, their intentions, their manifestations, they're deep in their spiritual work, but they're trying to manifest all these different things and they can't quite get there, and they keep running into these roadblocks or pitfalls. They have issues in their relationships or they have issues with finance. And a lot of times this can be just like built up evil eye energy or stagnant energy, negative energy that's been cast upon them that's preventing them from being able to move forward in different areas of their life. So I have talked a lot about spiritual hygiene on my page. So of course, spiritual hygiene is very, 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 very important. I cannot emphasize it enough. One of the main things I use for cleansing is going to be Florida water. You can get this like on Amazon. You can get it in most spiritual shops. But this is great for cleansing. We have to remember to cleanse, smoke cleansing, salt baths. Salt is a great one. And another good thing you can do with Florida water is you can use it for the base of your perfume. So before you're putting on perfume, before you leave the house, when you come home, I always just use it as like a hand wash. So I just put a little bit on my hands. I kind of wipe down my head and my hair. Your head and your crown and your hair especially hold on to negative energies very much prominently. Now, every time you cleanse or before you leave your home, even when you come home, most importantly, you're going to want to seal with protection. So cleanse first, then seal with protection. What do I mean by this? Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. A great way is to use some sort of protection oil. I do make one myself, which will be on Etsy soon. If you guys want one before that, you can always shoot me a DM or email. But seal with like a protection oil. You can also use something great for protection is eggshells. So I save all of my eggshells, I rinse them out, and then I crush them up. So you can use eggshell powder. But you're going to want to seal with some sort of protective herb, protective oil, protective agent in some capacity. Whatever protection, aligns with you is what you can use, but make sure that you're protecting and sealing with a protection energy of some sort. And I would recommend sealing your temples, your ankles, the bottoms of your feet are really good. You can always draw on a protection sigil as well. Your wrist, the back of your neck is also a very important one, and your crown or your hair. Also, I almost forgot to mention this. Be very careful with like compliments of any kind, because a lot of times people are giving us compliments that are somewhat backhanded or sarcastic, or they mean them in a negative way. And the best way you can protect yourself from these is to either give them a compliment back or just say likewise, right? So you're sending that evil eye back to them. You can also just brush off the evil eye. So I like to use my dominant hand because that's the hand that is associated in magic with giving energy out, and just kind of brush the negative energies off. Like if you're out in public or in your car or something like that and you don't have any Florida water on you or whatever, you don't have any protection oil, just brush it off your shoulders, your hair, your head, things of that nature, to just kind of get that stagnant energy off your aura. Crystals, I really do not leave the house without black tourmaline. That is my favorite protection crystal. So black tourmaline, any black crystal will do, but black tourmaline is really good. Obsidian. I also like hematite, shungite, but any black crystal will do for protection. I always carry one around with me, and they're scattered throughout my house. Cleanse deeply and cleanse often. As we mentioned, we can smoke cleanse, sage, palo santo, incense. You can also do an egg cleanse, and this will give you a little bit more detail on what kind of negative energy is attached to you. So, an egg cleanse can differentiate between like a hex, a curse, an evil eye, a jinx, etc. Also, Dettol is a great one. That's kind of, it's an antibacterial soap that you can use on your head. And that is really good for spiritual hygiene as well. Just use it in the shower before you shampoo. Sea salt is really great for absorbing negative energies. Epsom salt baths, and frankincense is another great one that you can use for a protection oil if you don't have a protection oil on hand. So if you have like frankincense resin, that could be really good. You can burn that in your home to cleanse the energy and the space of your home or your space. Also, frankincense oil you can use as an anointing oil on your crown or wherever you want to use it. But yeah, guys, the evil eye is a very real thing, so do not underestimate it because it's the most commonly thrown form of black magic, in my opinion, and you're getting the evil eye from places that you wouldn't necessarily expect it to be coming from. So be careful out there. Make sure you're cleansing and protecting yourself, and reflect that shit right back. Personal readings at the link in you know where, guys. Much love and stay groovy.